And what is going on, good people? We're back here working on a weekend like usual. Of course, we're always working on a weekday. It is ISG football here, folks, coming to you from Uno Pizzeria and Grill in Clifton, New Jersey, off of Route 3. It is the intersection of sports and gaming. We're the only show that talks traditional sports and gaming. We're the only show that puts and combines traditional sports and gaming. You'll see the latest. You'll get the latest from the world of the NFL and also college football. You also see a couple of Madden players, top players in the world playing for cash and prizes right here. It's all here from Uno Pizzeria and Grill in Clifton, New Jersey, ISG football on Nesson, Unbeaten Sports Channel, and in the Black Network. All right, we're coming inside, folks. Larry Ridley here, CBS Sports, ISG basketball, ISG football. Good to be here with you early in the week. Shout out to our good friends at Nesson, one of our partners here on one of those platforms, Nesson and Nesson Nation. Good to be here. Folks, we're here at Uno Pizzeria and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey. Shout out to Paul and the good folks here. He is the president and the owner here, the location off of Route 3 in Clifton, New Jersey. They're the guys that invented deep dish pizza in 1943, drawing their identity inspiration from their origins there in Chicago. Oh, yeah, we got karaoke night as well here. Shout out to the good folks there doing karaoke. Over 100 locations in some 20 states. They also serve pasta, steak, seafood, and burgers and more, craft beers, great cocktails, and vegetarian dishes. And folks, this week or next week coming up, the week of July 4th, 11th, and 14th, the 11th through the 14th is Mac and Cheese Mania at participating locations. And this location here, Clifton, New Jersey, is one of them. Limited time, folks. You can vote on social media. You get a $50 gift card from Uno. Uno Mac and Cheese, man. You got the boom boom shrimp. You got the cheeseburger. Also the lobster. And then the wild mushroom here at Uno Pizzeria, located in Clifton, New Jersey, off of Route 3. All right, let me go ahead and bring in the co-host for the day and this show. There he is, Jarrett Guarantano, former University of Tennessee volunteer starting quarterback. Also played in the NFL for the Broncos and Cardinals and also the UFL's San Antonio Brahmas. There he is, Jarrett Guarantano. Green 80. Green 80. 52's the mic. 52's the mic. Kill, kill, kill. Macaroni, macaroni. Lobster, lobster. Mushroom, mushroom. Monday, Monday.
Are we
Set. Hey.
doing...
BBL. What is my producer talking about?
Are we doing a play snap or are we talking about the Nathan hot dog eating contest?
Those are amazing ingredients. Along with that amazing play you got on there. You must be hungry. You must be going through something right now.
Hey, shout out to the good folks here at Uno Pizzeria and Grill, man. That boom, boom shrimp looks so good. The mac and cheese. It's all about the mania here. The mac and cheese mania hashtag. Mac and cheese mania. Look at that cheeseburger. I'm going to get into this, man. Boom, boom shrimp.
Listen, at least with the macaroni, can at least be penny vodka? Can at least be vodka sauce on there or what?
I think it's got some on there. Pretty good.
Okay.
Pretty good. How you doing, Jarrett Guarantano, man? Here early in the week, man. My fellow New Jersey boy.
July 4th, amazing weather, amazing weekend. But now we got rain for the next 10 days. Ridiculous. But I'll at least take a clean July 4th. I'll take that more than anything.
Yeah, that was last weekend. It was nice, man. Had the fireworks, man. I was there in Jersey City about halfway through. A lot of people started running, dude. We almost got tripled.
I did see that.
I guess they said somebody got shot, but actually they didn't. Some kids lit off some fireworks, and they set the whole place off, man. Everybody ran. I didn't ask any questions. I grabbed some people. I'm like, let's go. Well, so that's what we did. That's right.
That happened when I was in Orlando one time, and I saw somebody prone crawling through the grass, which is actually funny in hindsight since nothing actually popped up.
And folks, you just heard the good voice there of Andrea Richmond. Peace up, A down. She's in the A-Town, sports reporter extraordinaire. How's everything in Atlanta real quickly, about 10 seconds before we get this thing started, Andrea?
Everything is good. Busy weekend last weekend. There was so much going on in the city. So hopefully some cool vibes and make sure that there's no seriathms going on like what happened with you, Larry, at New Jersey City.
Yeah, man. No more theatrics and pyrotechnics. Leave that to the professionals. That's what they like to say in New York City with the fireworks. So, but hey, pretty good 4th of July weekend. Now we're getting started here. Coming up next week, July 11th through 4th, Mac and Cheese Mania right here. At Uno Pizzeria and Grill, ISG football, powered by Uno Pizzeria and Grill, especially this location right here, Clifton, New Jersey, off of Route 3. Yeah, guys, ready to get this thing started real quickly?
Let's go.
Yeah, let's
All right.
get going.
Let's take a look real quickly at the rundown here for ISG football here on Nesson, Unbeaten Sports Channel, and also in the Black Network. Travis Kelce, he says there's a good strategy and a game plan. This is how you attack Travis Hunter, the number 2 overall pick of the Jacksonville Jaguars. We'll get into that. Of course, you remember he plays both ways. We'll talk about that. Stefon Diggs and Cardi B. Damn, they just got together a month ago. And there are breakup rumors already. We'll get into all of that. Randy Moss says he is the GOAT, the greatest of all time when it comes to the wideouts. We'll talk about that and where he actually ranks. Jerry Rice, who actually is the GOAT, but we'll talk about that. Love ran you, though. Mark Davis, a girlfriend? We'll dive into that. He really doesn't have a girlfriend, but this whole thing about she's attracted to him, not because he's a billionaire, because of that, I guess, $1 billion smile. It can't be because of that bowl haircut, but we'll talk about that. A lot of untruths there. We'll get into that. And Floyd Mayweather and Roy Jones Jr. beefing, and boy, Money Mayweather did some great trolling over the last couple of days. We'll show you all of that. Real quick, let's talk about the rules here of the Madden matchup. It's all Madden, competitive game style, hit-the-head current rosters. We like to call those regs. All 32 NFL teams are available. 5-minute quarters, king of the hill format. You win, you stay on the sticks. How about the process? It's all about the money, folks. $50 guaranteed, $40 to the winner. The runner-up runs about this piece with $10 straight cash, homie. You win 4 straight weeks, you do. Get an NFL licensed zip chair, folks. Go to zipchair.com to literally make the best gaming chairs in the world. Also, office furniture, gaming desk, you name it, stools. It's all there. They got all the NFL teams. NBA, Major League Baseball, NHL, MLS. Also, college and universities, NCAA-inspired chairs. And if you got a custom piece, they can get that done for you as well. Check them out online, zipchair.com. Shout out to Tina Altadonna, the marketing lady there at ZipChair, located on Strong Island, zipchair.com. How about the matchup here for the Madden matchup this week here on Nesson, Unbeaten Sports Channel, and also in the Black Network? Fear the Huskers. He is back, a multiple-time champ, playing with the Kansas City Chiefs against our current king of the hill here on ISG football, where it's Chandler. If you're looking for him, he's right here. He's playing with the Jaguars. So it'll be Chiefs against the Jaguars. Real quickly, a profile of both of these two young men. We'll start with the challenger. Fear the Huskers. Government name, Robert Neely. Omaha. That's where he's from. Trapping there in Omaha, Nebraska, 27 years of age. He's a civil engineer. Currently, they're building the largest and tallest structure in Omaha, some 43 stories of that structure out there in Nebraska. He's a 5-time ISG Madden champ. And how about the champ? Speaking of the king of the hill, his name is WhereIsChandler. Government name, Chandler Cooks from Dallas, Texas, 22 years of age. He's a college student and multiple ISG Madden playoff appearances. He's currently the king of the hill. He's won 2 straight weeks, gets 2 more, and he will get a free zip chair, and he can get any NFL team he wants. All 32 teams are available. All right, real quickly, folks, let's take a look at the Molly Pop standings, folks. MollyPopGrapes.com. Grapes as sweet as candy. Molly Pop Grapes taking the world by sweet storm with the pink bag promise. Folks, if you see that pink bag in your local grocery stores, you got to understand you're getting high-quality produce, some 20 different varieties of grapes. They also have pressed juices online as well. Check them out online, MollyPopGrapes.com. Grapes as sweet as candy. You can take a look there at the standings. Finally, I'm really not back in first place. Andrea, she did lose. Last week, I won. You see Jarrett Guarantano hovering around 500. Let's go ahead and bring us all in. Let's do the predictions here. Ladies first, ladies first. All right, you going Chiefs Kingdom. Are you going Jaguars Duval?
See, me and Kev gonna have to have a little conversation and how you fight afterwards, because he keeps on trying to rank me lower than I am.
Yeah,
but
he is. He's wrong for that. He's wrong.
He's wrong for that, Kev. I see you in the back, okay? But as far as what is going on, man, I was really going to go with Chandler, especially after the way he's been playing for the last 3 weeks. But then I looked at who joined the Zoom. Huskers is back. Oh,
Huskers is back.
This is not an easy
Jesus Bazak.
And it used to be my go-to was Huskers anytime that OG wasn't on the docket. And you know what? I'm going to have to go back to that. We fear the Huskers, but I know that Chandler's been on a roll, and he really wants that chair. Ugh, I hate it. I'm going to go Huskers. Ugh.
Jay Jeezy off the Heezy for Sheezy. Who you got? You got Chiefs or you got Duval?
Oh, man. My boy Chan, I promised him last week
that
I would click and stick, that I wouldn't betray him. I wish we had the clip.
But there feels like a butt here.
Come on now.
But I'm gonna betray him.
Oh man. And to Brute.
You've abandoned
Don't stab him in the back.
When I clicked the Zoom link today, I did not expect to see Husker on the dance floor. I did not expect. I haven't seen him in like 4 months, 5 months, and out of nowhere he's posted up, ready to go. So listen, I don't even know if he's been practicing. Once again, I'm going with the teams thing. Chiefs versus Jags.
Yeah.
Chiefs are a way better team. But like I said last week, Chandler's playing the best red zone defense I've ever seen somebody play in Madden.
Okay. Who you got? Huskers, right?
Chiefs.
Okay.
Huskers.
So, you know, there's a swag and a surf, right? Swag and a surf. They're zigging and zagging. And you guys are zigging. I'm going to zag. Give me Chandler. If you're looking for him, he's right here on Nesson. Undisputed. I mean, not undisputed. Unbeaten Sports Channel. And also in the Black Network. That was a great show while it lasted. Give me, that's a little dig. Give me Where is Chandler. I'm going to take him. He's the current king of the hill. He's going to be 1 win away from a chair. I'm taking the young cat from Duval right there. Give me Jax and Duval. All right, guys, let's go ahead and lock it up. We'll find out who's going to win right here on Unbeaten Sports Channel and the Black Network and Nesson from Nesson Nation. Chandler playing with Jacksonville and Robert Neely. Where is Huskers? Well, he's right here as well. Does anyone fear him anymore? He's been gone for a while. Now he's back. Guys, go ahead and lock it up. Let's play it out right here. ISG Football, powered by Uno Pizzeria and Grill. Clifton, New Jersey, off of Route 3. Let's go ahead and do it right here, folks, on Unbeaten Sports Channel in the Black Network and our good friends here on Nesson and Nesson Nation. Guys, good luck. May the best man win. All right, that pregame show brought to you by our good folks at Golf Zone Social. 3 locations here in the city, New York City, Brooklyn, West Nyack, and Scarsdale. It's a sports bar and indoor golf lounge with some 16 bays, 15 normal bays, and 1 huge VIP bay. They got the bays, the simulators, and the suites where golf meets social. Good people, it's the best indoor golf experience you'll have. Indoor golf games, meaning unparalleled social engagement. You can play some 240 courses, Royal Tree. They got them all there. It's a great place, man. It's like a sports bar, a restaurant, a lounge, you name it. It's all right there. GolfZoneSocial.com. Check them out. 3 locations, Brooklyn, West Nyack, and Scarsdale. All right, we're back here inside of Uno Pizzeria and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey, off of Route 3. Larry Ridley, CBS Sports, ISG Football here on Nesson Nation, Unbeaten Sports Channel, and also in the Black Network. Got Jarrett Guarantano from University of Tennessee, starting quarterback for the Volunteers. Good old Rocky Top. Also played with the Broncos, Cardinals, and Brahmas of the UFL. Got Andrea Richmond, top ranked according to the screen. She's a sports reporter in Atlanta. We got a mad matchup as we talk NFL. We're the only show that combines traditional sports and gaming. Chandler, the current king of the hill, he's won 2 straight weeks playing with Jacksonville. He has the ball. They're in the teal jerseys. Huskers, a 5-time champ, back. It's been a while, been at least a few months. He is playing with the Kansas City Chiefs. He is on defense. All right, guys, speaking of the Chiefs, let's go ahead and start talking some NFL talk. Talking about the NFL, the Chiefs, and the Jags. How about Travis Kelce? Had something to say about our guy, Travis Hunter. It's the battle of the Travises. And Kelce said, this is how you attack Travis Hunter. He said, both sides, question mark. That's the thing. I don't know they're going to divvy it out. I don't know because teams are going to be going after him. They're going to try and make his day miserable. If he plays corner, they're going to run deep balls at him all day. They're going to run wide receivers, just take off him all day, just to try to get him tired. Why wouldn't you just attack him that way? Question mark. He's absolutely right. Look, Travis Hunter, he's proven he can do this. Played, I think he averaged 118 to 120 snaps a game at Colorado. Played over 1,400 snaps. But this is the NFL. Different game planning. Can he do both? I know Liam Cohen, they're trying to get him ready. They're going to work on that as well in training camp. Your thoughts here, JG? Does Travis Kelce have a point here on attacking him and game planning Travis Hunter by just running deep balls at him all day?
Yeah, it sounds good if he was playing Madden, right? Like, there's no one that's gonna go. He's not. There's no play caller. Even Andy Reid, one of the best ever, is not gonna go 3 straight shots every single possession right at him.
I don't say he's saying take a shot. I'm saying whoever's on him, that guy's running deep routes. So he's like a decoy, right?
Oh, for sure. And then obviously you can do like progression-wise, you can do top-down reads, you can do across-the-board reads, and like you can find ways to either have the guys on posts, goes. But I mean, what if Anthony Campanella. What if their defensive coordinator is sitting there running a lot of cloud corner with him and they're rolling it? That's a Jersey guy. His brother was my head coach back at Bergen Catholic.
Nice.
My boys. But anyway, throwback. No, but seriously, I mean, there's just a lot of ways. Like, absolutely, yeah. Can you sit there and say, like, all right, we're just going to have this guy run posts and goes or corners and have him in his back pedal or running? Absolutely. And then you can be high-lowing a linebacker for sure. I just don't know how much the game plan would be that. Also, we're not going to sit here and act like even if somebody wanted to run some short routes or whatever, in cuts, whatever it is, slants, stop routes, hitches, this kid's a good player. He might jump one, right? Like, he's not going to be sitting there, like, afraid to tackle. He's a physical cornerback. Obviously, towards the fourth quarter, if they're sitting there emphasizing that, he will get tired because the offensive side of the ball. But who knows what his portion is going to be like early in his career.
Andrea, look, we talk about this. He's going to have to sort of major on one side of the ball, likely defense or offense, and then have special packages for him on the other side of the ball. Can he do this? 1,700 plays. Well, actually, it's less plays in the NFL. What, 4 or 5 more games, if I'm not mistaken, 5 more games in the NFL, but less plays. In college, you're getting 80, 90, 100 plays a game. In the NFL, JG, correct me if I'm wrong, roughly 60 to 70 max, somewhere around there. So maybe the math sort of works out, but he's definitely a longer season. And then he had 2 weeks off in college. He's only going to get 1 in the NFL and longer season.
I would say that would be more of a limiting factor than versus like a game plan trying to go ahead and tire him out, because honestly, the same thing would have happened, and especially with more emphasis back when he was in Colorado, back when he was in Jackson State, right? So he's used to the fact that he is one of the people that you're probably going to target or make sure that you either get away from or make sure that you focus on with decoys to make sure that you can tire out. He's used to that. He has the stamina to deal with that. It's the physicality that comes with the NFL, right? The players are stronger, obviously faster too, so more reps in that regard. And also just the day in and day out that it does wearing on your body, that I feel like is a little bit more likely to get to him, in addition to the fact that he's not going to know the other side of the ball, whichever one that he chooses, the opposite of that. He's not going to know that one as much as he did when he was in college, because in college he had years to grow into that. And honestly, with the NFL, there's a lot more deception, there's a lot more decoys, and there's a lot more playbook to know as well. I feel like that will limit him far more than it comes to just like the other defensive coordinator or offensive coordinator targeting him a lot more. It's the jump in the level of play that's way more likely to get to him.
But very interesting comments from Travis Kelce, who I believe was spot on there. But JG, you got a point when it comes to, look, they're not going to take shots, 3 straight shots at him, but they will use him as a decoy and start running his butt downfield. Going to be a lot of, we had 8 routes. I guess you can call them 9 routes. Depends on where you went to school. 8 route was a go for us, 9 for a lot of people. So we'll see about that with the Jags. And also, can the Chiefs get back to another Super Bowl? All right, folks, the first quarter is over. And wow, they got to stop there. Jacksonville and Chandler, the current king of the hill in the middle of the screen, has the lead 7-0 the first quarter. Brought to you by good friends at Emblem Sports Bar.
Emblem. Wait a second. Emblem. Wait a minute. Emblem.
Ooh, piece of candy.
Well, we got to take that back. Kill. That first quarter brought to you by our good friends at El Aguila Dorado Restaurant. How about them? Authentic Mexican restaurant, open 7 days a week. Great food, great atmosphere there. In Bayonne, New Jersey, where I trap at. Great affordable drinks as well, folks. Libations definitely flowing there. Happy hour Monday through Friday, 2 to 6 p.m. Got the mariachi shows as well. You've seen that if you're watching our program. Great costumes, great outfits there. That's every other Tuesday. DJs on the weekends, Latin nights on the weekends as well. They got the patio. Shout out to Marisol Ramiro and her good friends there. Great staff there as well. El Aguila Dorado Restaurant. The Golden Eagle has landed right there in Bayonne, New Jersey. Online, AguilaDoradoRestaurant.com. We're back here inside of Uno Pizzeria and Grill in Clifton, New Jersey, Route 3. Larry Ridley, CBS Sports. ISG Football here. We're powered by Uno Pizzeria and Grill here on Nesson Nation, Unbeaten Sports Channel, and also in the Black Network. Got Jarrett Guarantano from University of Tennessee quarterback. Left of the screen there, right next to him on the right. Andrea Richmond, she's a sports reporter down in the A. We're the only show, folks, that talk and combine traditional sports and gaming. Bottom left hand corner of the screen, speaking of gaming, Jacksonville Jaguars being played by Chandler. He is the current 2-time king of the hill, won 2 consecutive weeks. His challenger, Huskers, playing with the Chiefs. We're tied at 7 here, beginning stages of the second quarter. Let's get back to the NFL talk because ISG, the only show that combines, it's like the confluence, combines traditional sports and also gaming. Back to the NFL, guys. Stefon Diggs, we've talked about him. Of course, going to the New England Patriots, back with them, trying to recover and rehab off that ACL. We also talked about Cardi B as well. We talked about Steph Diggs on the party boat with the alleged Tootsie and things of that nature. That was weeks ago. We talked about them in France, literally a week ago. Over there with the castle training. Paris Fashion Week. She loved it on IG, talking about that. Now, that's where the problems are now. They don't have any pictures of each other. They've scrubbed the pictures of each other off their IGs, their Instagrams now. They do still follow each other on Instagram. This is as of Tuesday night, July the 7th there. They still do follow each other at the taping of this show. But, man, this is getting crazy. There's some talk about Stefon Diggs. Allegedly, this is a rumor. Likely didn't say anything about this, about her BBL and how it smells and things like that. It's unbearable. Have the smell that it entered the room before she did. That is wild to say that about a young lady. Andrew, your thoughts here, man, how this is like a soap opera.
I genuinely thought the BBL smell was a reference to somebody else who trended on TikTok like months ago, who also said
First of all, it's not the BBLs, it's the nails. They can't get in there. That's what I think.
It's the dead skin. It like rots, and then it becomes more rotten, and then you can't scrub the dead skin because it hurts. And then that happens to that lady I was talking about on TikTok, and I hope it's not happening to Cardi B because right. But this is why. This is why you don't take elective things if you don't really are going to the right people. Anyway.
Have they broken up? I guess that's a story.
Yes, that is a story. Grand opening, grand closing when it comes to their relationship. It's a rapper. It's an athlete. Did we really expect this to last this long? No, but was it fun while it lasted?
It went over a month, almost 2 months.
Did we expect this to last this long? No, we didn't. But, shout out to them. And hopefully there's no more messy details, too, because Stefon has his own messy past. So I'm hoping that we leave the mess because it could get ugly with either one of them, honestly.
JG, your thoughts here on the alleged breakup and the rumors there. Scrub the pics. They still follow each other. The BB smell, quote, unbearable. Where did this quote come from? Because you can't attribute it to him or anybody in his camp. They haven't said anything. And they said the smell entered the room before she did. That's, boy, that cuts. That ain't a scalpel. You know what that is. That's not a scalpel, bro. That's a machete.
I can't stand the internet trolls, but some of them are absolutely hilarious. Like, absolutely ridiculous and hilarious. But what was it just last week we were talking about how she was a princess at the kingdom and she was sitting there in her castle?
The chateau in Paris, Paris Fashion Week.
He was Aladdin and she was Jasmine.
$12,000 a night for the castle.
He was like, this is how a woman should be getting treated. And then, boom, 1 week later, not even 5 days later. BBL smelling and I don't know.
That's you said it like a guy that doesn't know a whole lot about BBLs. You don't know anything about the Brazilian butt lift?
I'm grateful that one's never crossed my nose to the point where
wow.
Like
I'm sure it has if you've been out in public, Jarrett. Maybe not your significant other, but I'm sure this one has crossed your path.
No, it's probably definitely crossed my path, but the smell clearing out the room is crazy.
It's one thing to see a BBL pass by and be like, "Oh, but to smell it before it comes through, like the SpongeBob meme, where it's just like
with the nose."
Yes,
you're just going
60 seconds later,
going across, and he's like,
right. Your whole face disintegrates, like,
wow,
rips your face open.
Oh my gosh, man!
No way you said that, though. That's all internet. That's all internet.
And that's where it came from. It came from the internet. Then all the blogs and YouTubers and content creators, everybody's running with this. They even got quotes. What quote? Where did it come from?
I'm telling you, it came from the TikTok I was talking about. There was this girl that trended, and she was like, "Oh, I realized my BBL was smelling, and that I would pass, and then I would smell this odor. It'd be my BBL odor, right?" I'm trying to get into her accent, but like that's exactly what she said. And I guess people just assume that BBL stink now. So I wonder how long this trend is gonna last too. Because if we have a connotation to where BBL means smell, then people obviously aren't gonna have it anymore. So no more BBLs. This is gotta suck for Brazil right now.
Da, 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 da. He said Febreze, and I just thought the little jingle. Da, 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 da.
Maybe we put a little bit of Febreze with every BBL. That's a deal that we're gonna do, right?
Right. So, JG, your thoughts here on the breakup? Look, I thought it could have been something, maybe a little longer. I didn't think it was going to be forever. It would have been cool to see her at a game. You know, I'm a Patriots guy. It would have been nice to, go to Foxborough and check her out at Gillette or, at MetLife here when they play the Giants. I mean, the Jets. I'm a little disappointed that I'm not going to maybe see her at a game, man.
Oh, listen, I had her pegged as Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce all over again, part 2. Yeah, the hip hop version. But
we're gonna look for Ice Spice then, I guess, at MetLife.
So, you know how that what goes. So, oh no, Ice Spice is that still going on?
I think so. Actually, I think so.
In the words of Kodak Black, I hope so.
Right. You know why? Because the public's not hearing about it. Cardi B wants to post the castle, and Stefon's training in the land. Like, what are we in the garden? Like, what are we doing?
That's what I'm saying. It was doomed from the jump because you have two divas in a relationship together, and there can't be two divas at the same time. Okay.
Who caused this? Who caused this? Was this Stefon? It seemed like that she got rid of him, and I guess he sort of clapped back. That's what it seemed like, according to the internet. He reacted, and that's where we get the BBL smell from. Is that right, Andrew? Am I reading this right?
I think you can always tell who was hurt the most by what type of negative talk comes out after a situation. So probably.
Do you believe they've broken up, or is this a ploy? You know how this sometimes they use, the media and it can help the relationship, She does have an album. What is that coming out in September, I believe, here in the next couple of months, right? Yeah.
Already promoing it. Already promoting it.
She found out it was a tax write-off and didn't like that.
I wanted you to spend real money, okay? Not the Monopoly money.
Well, speaking of liking that, you got to like that. Huskers taking the lead, 14 unanswered now with the extra point. He's up now 14-7. All right, let me ask you this real quickly before we get out of here on this topic here. You look at Cardi B and Steph Diggs. Can this even be salvaged? Like, even if they want to get back together, did he kind of cut her a little too much here when he went? But once again, this is not him. Would you be shocked if they got back together?
Allegedly, it's not him. If somebody has rumors that are attributed to me about my BBL smelling before I walk into the room, I ain't ever gonna go back with them again.
Does she have a BBL? Because remember, Cardi said she does not have a BBL. She got the injections. And I think she had them surgically removed if the story that I read is correct.
JG, I'm passing rock to you.
JG's like, I don't know, man.
Here you go.
I'm just here so I don't get fined.
I don't know. I mean, listen, whatever she got is definitely enhanced. So something happened. That's not really her back there. But if it smells, then the surgeon needs to get fired or whatever she got going on.
Wow.
Yes.
She didn't pay top dollar then.
Wow. Well, a lot of Patriots fans, I've been seeing this, that they're happy now that Stefon can lock in. Now, she was just with them not too long ago as a youth football camp. I believe they're at the University of Maryland. So we've seen them a bunch recently. But like fans, especially the New England Patriots fans, they're happy.
Yeah,
they love this. They're eating this stuff. They're like, yes, now he can focus. And I guess he just had this little tape where he's talked about, almost about to be tied again. Jacksonville on the teeter-totter, extra point away from tying it up, where he's talking about he's locked in and he's going to have a 1,000-yard season. So maybe this is true.
Fans hate when athletes live their life and do anything but sit in a box for the entire offseason. So, I mean, who cares? It's Stefon. He's going to be outside, regardless, living his life.
Oh my goodness gracious. What was the craziest thing, man? That when I saw this, I immediately thought about allegedly about the Serena Williams thing. Remember the Keyshawn Johnson, the dirty dish rag, hot garbage, stuff like that. I was like, as a man, I don't know if I'm comfortable with that. You know, maybe we shouldn't go there. Your thoughts here, Andrew, when you see guys sort of go there with allegedly against young ladies.
Like, that's what I said. Like, you could tell who's hurt the most by. Okay, you might be hurt by that play. Thank goodness. If you're Husker, because I don't know what that was. You're going to be hurt the most. You can always tell who was hurt the most in the situation by whoever has the worst things that's put out there. It's usually the opposite party that puts it out there. So, you know, Stefon probably a little hurt for whatever happens. And honestly, Cardi probably hurt from whatever happens too. Breakups aren't necessarily easy, especially these days. But I'm hoping the best for everybody, including surgically and I guess playoff wise, playing wise, because nasty things have been said on either side. I'm hoping they're not true.
I hope so. In the words of Kodak Black. All right, halftime here as we head into the third quarter, tied at 14. ISG football here, literally CBS Sports, ISG football here, powered by Uno Pizzeria and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey, Route 3, as you watch us here on Nessa Nation, Unbeaten Sports Channel, and also in the Black Network. That second quarter, folks, brought to you by good friends at Emblem Sports Bar in Brooklyn, 187 Graham Avenue, located right there in the heart of East Williamsburg. All-American Sports Bar and Beer Garden, offering large array of local and domestic microbrews there. 15 flat screen TVs in the establishment there with 16 taps as well. Emblem, it is where sports enthusiasts and event goers unite. Emblem, the ultimate destination for sports lovers. Check them out online, emblembk.com. All right, we're back here inside of Uno Pizzeria and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey, off of Route 3. ISG football here, folks. The only show that talks traditional sports and gaming. We're the only show that combines traditional sports and gaming. Got a good matchup here, man. Bottom right-hand corner of the screen, Huskers, a 5-time champ playing with KC. He's the challenger, the current king of the hill. Won the last 2 weeks. It's Chandler playing with Jacksonville, tied at 14 here in the third quarter. Shout out to the folks here at Uno Pizzeria and Grill. Folks, go to social media, hashtag Uno Mac and Cheese, man, and you can vote on social media and all that good stuff. You can win, enter and win a $50 Uno gift card, and go to all the local participating locations to check out the mac and cheese, man, and the mania that's going on. Limited time, July 11th through the 14th. Got the Boom Boom Shrimp right here, cheeseburger, lobster, and also the wild mushroom. I'm telling you, right now the winner, it's got to be the Boom Boom Shrimp. Succulent. Really, really good there. All right, guys, we're back here inside of Uno Pizzeria and Grill. Look at it in Clifton, New Jersey. Here on Nessa Nation and also Unbeaten Sports Channel and in the Black Network. Guys, let's get back into the NFL. Randy Moss, folks. We're just talking about some great players with Travis Hunter and Travis Kelce earlier. Randy Moss says he's the GOAT. Now, he was on with Cold as Balls, the podcast there with Kevin Hart, and he says, hands down, I consider myself the greatest wide receiver to ever play the game. Yes, Randy Moss says he is the GOAT. Hands down, considers himself the greatest wide receiver to ever play the game. And look, he said something very similar, guys, a few years ago, about 5 or 6 years ago, when he said that he was the GOAT, was the best receiver. He had T.O. number 2. He had Jerry Rice 3rd or 4th. JG, let's get your thoughts here. Who is the greatest of all time when it comes to wide receivers?
I think this is a lot tougher than a lot of people see. Like, I think if you go by yards and you go by career stats, you just look from the common eye, you're going to say Jerry Rice. And that has to do with also him playing 6 to 7 more years. When you look at most dominant receiver of all time, I think Randy Moss is second to none. Like, I mean, physical traits, he's significantly better and more dangerous than Jerry Rice ever was. I would say, like, there was defining factors within their career, like, as we talked about, like, a little bit before. Jerry Rice being able to have Joe Montana and being able to have Steve Young throughout his whole career, being able to build that chemistry and him also being on a winning team. Randy Moss was bouncing around, had a couple different quarterbacks. If Randy Moss was to have Tom Brady for his whole entire career, I don't even think we're having this talk. I don't even think we're having it. Like,
Wow.
Randy was able to do those things and have one of the greatest receivers a wide receiver has ever had.
Yeah, 23 touchdowns. That was 2007. I was there for that, for Randy Moss.
Absolutely ridiculous. If he was able to have more consistent years like that with Tom Brady, I don't even know where he would be. Now, obviously, it's hard to play 20 seasons. I mean, I can't believe Jerry Rice actually played that long. Completely different era, too. They were way more physical wide receivers back then. But if we're talking about in terms of greatest, I think you just got to go with Jerry Rice.
Well, Andrew, he said greatest of all time. You look at the numbers. Randy Moss, less than 1,000 catches, 982. Jerry Rice had 1,500 receiving yards, 15,000 plus for Randy Moss. Jerry Rice had almost 23,000, I think 22.8. There are TDs, 156 for Moss, and Jerry Rice 197, almost 200. But Randy Moss, he's got the verb, you've been mossed. So, I mean, he's got that. Look, Jerry Rice is the greatest of all time. Greatest talent of all time, Randy Moss.
And you know what? Shout out to just like when it comes to the actual overall accolades, right? Like Randy is that dude, right? Obviously racked up what I think like the second most all-time receiving yards, touchdowns. He's pretty high up there too, either like top 5 somewhere. I think top 3, if I believe correctly. And he also has a whole name, Moss, named after him. I feel like in the world, right? He a whole verb. You're making up new football terms in order to appreciate his dominance. It's undeniable that Randy Moss is one of the greatest wide receivers of all time. But when it comes to the greatest wide receiver of all time, it's kind of hard not to go with the guy who not only racked up all the yards, racked up all the Super Bowls, racked up all the accolades. And like JG said, a part of it has to do with the fact that Randy Moss, man, if you look at the guys who was throwing to him, shout out.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. You got Moss right there. How about Jacksonville, the Jaguars, and Chandler back into this game? The Jerry Rice was in Randy Moss because I saw the hand go up. That's Randy Moss.
I see a body getting denied. Guess what? That is none other than Randy Moss. But you're looking at like shout out to people like Brett Favre and Tom Brady, also Dante Culpepper too. But like we had some players like Brad Johnson, Sergnon Wynn, Matt
Surgeon,
Castle,
Surgeon. Spurgeon win.
We're over here like trying to debate his name. He's that much of a quarterback that stuck out very much. And then shout out to Matt Castle, shout out Chiefs legend. But there has not been as much talent throwing to Randy Moss than the other way around to none other than Jerry Rice. So in a different world, maybe Randy Moss is the guy, but just because of circumstance and sometimes it's out of your control, you gotta give Jerry his just due. It's Jerry Rice for me personally.
I'm with JG on this. It's for one game, body of work. It's clearly, especially longevity. It's clearly Jerry Rice. But one game, Randy Moss is a bad dude, man. Bad dude. So I'm gonna take Randy Moss for one game. Career, there's no doubt. Jerry Rice is the greatest of all time. All right, guys, we're in the fourth quarter here, tied at 21. We got a slobber knocker, as they like to say. That third quarter brought to our good America. That's Dave. That third quarter brought to you by our good friends at the Kettle Black Sports Bar. 2 locations will be there next week. One in Shaolin, that's Staten Island, and also Brooklyn. Best wings, beers, and burgers. Folks, Food and Wine Magazine says it's one of the top 5 wing joints in America, folks, and they are not lying. I was just there this past weekend, 4th of July weekend. The wings are simply phenomenal there. They're open daily, 11:30 a.m. to 2 a.m. They got live music, DJs, trivia night, and all the sports that you want on all of their flat screens, TVs, located throughout the location. The Kettle Black Sports Bar, 2 locations, Staten Island and Brooklyn. Check them out online, kettleblackbar.com. We're back here on Nesson and Nesson Nation, also in the Black Network, and also Unbeaten Sports Channel. Really, here's CBS Sports, ISG Football, We are the only show that combines traditional sports and gaming here, folks. So we're live here. We're coming to you from Uno Pizzeria and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey, off of Route 3. Some 100 locations in 20 states, man. It's all about the mac and cheese mania, folks. This stuff is just phenomenal here. Got all different types of mac and cheese. Hashtag Uno Mac and Cheese. And you can go and vote on social media and enter to win a gift card for $50. An Uno gift card there. And check them out at the local participating locations. It's going to be for a limited time for about 4 days, July 11th through the 14th. They got the Boom Boom Shrimp, cheeseburger mac and cheese, lobster mac and cheese, also the wild mushroom mac and cheese, and also barbecue as well. Check them out, man. Uno Pizzeria and Grill. We're at this location in Clifton, New Jersey, off of Route 3. All right, we're back here. Let's talk some NFL as we got a tie ball game here in the fourth quarter. You know how it is. They're going to run the clock here. So let's go ahead and get into these topics. Mark Davis, guys. Speaking of topics here, this is a crazy topic. So Mark Davis, when we first heard about this story a couple days ago, he's got a girlfriend. He's 69 or 70. She's 26. And they're talking about she's pregnant. I'm like, what? And then there's some talk about, well, she wasn't attracted to him because he's a billionaire. She was attracted to him because of his smile and not that beautiful bowl cut that he has. That definitely couldn't be part of the equation. Well, it comes to find out, this young lady was in a suite with him in 2022. Her name is Hayden Hopkins. She was there in 2022. They're not dating. She is pregnant, but not by Mark Davis, because that would be the heir to the Raiders' throne there if that was to the whole organization. She is actually pregnant by Joey Gallo, who's a Major League Baseball player. I think he's currently with the Washington Nationals, and their child is due this fall. So I have to clear that up. But, man, the headline caught me for a minute. Mark Davis? Hold on. Really? This young girl attracted to your smile? JG, he needs to cut it out.
Bro, listen, respect to Mark Davis, one of the best owners ever. But the haircut that he rocks, man.
Man. Salad bowl.
What are those?
Where they do that at?
I was super close to becoming a Raider. Like, super close. When was that? In 2023, super close. Like, was there for 3-4 days trying to figure out contract stuff. So, shout out to them. Love their organization. Wish it would have happened. But their owner's haircut, oh, man. I don't think I've ever seen anybody else rock that. Like, that's like $1 billion haircut. You have to be a billionaire in order to rock something like that, right?
That's $1 billion miss. That's not $1 billion haircut.
This must be what Malik Beasley was spending all his money on this type of haircut right here.
Look, so we're going to get a gambling probe with Mark Davis?
This is what you get in debt for, all right? To get a hairstyle like that.
The fact that people think that he was going to have a child at 70, I guess it's conceivable.
Oh, yeah.
But hey, Belichick's got a young girlfriend, Mick Jagger. Yeah, you're right. I mean, it's
the thing is, why are we lying, right? Because, like, his haircut notwithstanding, his smile too. That's what really got you into his smile. That's what's selling you. Hey.
A Coke and a smile, man. That's all you need.
I love lying. Lying is my favorite activity and pastime. But if that's what gets you going, shout out to you. I tried to look up Joey Calloway, didn't find him immediately, but I'm sure it can't beat out that $1 billion smile that Mark Davis has. That beautiful, amazing.
But yeah, so she was at a Raiders game a few years ago and sat in the suite, and they became friends. But there's no relationship there. There's nothing sexual going on. She's got a man, Joey Gallo, and they're expecting their child sometime this fall. And Mark, I'm telling you, bro, even if you had $1 billion, you know what? I take that back. If he went after her, he could probably pull her. What do you think, Andrew? Yeah, he can definitely pull her in. He can cast a little line out there and reel her in.
He probably has a great personality, so maybe.
Oh.
I'm not gonna say nothing else. I did look up Joey Gallo. Great job, girl. It's not. Great job.
Hayden Hopkins. That's our new favorite girl. So we got Jordan Hudson, and Hayden Hopkins are the two honeys. I've got these old men that are damn near 70, fawning over them. All right, guys, real quickly, we got about 35 seconds or 34 seconds or 28-21. Bottom right-hand corner of the screen, Huskers playing with KC, has the lead. He's on defense. Chandler down by 7. Bottom left-hand corner of the screen, playing with Jacksonville, the king of the hill, trying to win for a third straight week. We'll see if he can pull it out. He's going to have to go for the win, too, if he ties this ball game up. There are no ties here, as we've got, oh, man, probably about 3-4 minutes left here, 5 minutes. Yeah, I'm talking about 5 minutes of the show left. We've got 20-some seconds left here. Real quick, let's get into this last story, guys. Floyd Mayweather and Roy Jones Jr., a little beef here. Roy Jones Jr. has talked about Floyd Mayweather not being the greatest fighter. He says Muhammad Ali has, and that was in the past. Most recently, he said Mayweather could not beat Sugar Ray Leonard. So, how did Floyd Mayweather respond? Well, Money did what a good person would do and troll. He sat there and he watched knockouts of Roy Jones Jr. back to back to back to back and said nothing. The images told the story. That is a grade A trolling job right there. JG, can you respond any better than that to someone disrespecting you? That was prime Money Mayweather right there, 50-0.
No, I mean, listen, the only thing you can say about Floyd is that he might have ducked opponents when they were in their prime. Like, that's maybe at most, but to deny his talent and his abilities
and he beat 15 world champs back to back to back, 15 in a row.
He went on a run that was unprecedented. So like the fact that Roy Jones is gonna sit there and say that, like, I hate when guys like that are gonna talk about somebody that they know is greater, right? Like they just they don't even have to come at Floyd. Like, you know, Floyd is the best of our generation. Like, not even close. You know, Floyd did a lot for boxing at that time. Boxing just fell off completely significantly than when Floyd was around. Like, even we have Canelo, but we have Terrence Crawford. Like, we have some good fighters, but like popularity-wise, Floyd was the man. He had everybody watching the pay-per-views.
Yeah. Just the fact that he sat there, Andrea, and said nothing in silence.
Like, come on. You aren't talking about, like, Le'Veon Bell. This isn't what, like, Adrian Peterson did in the ring, all right? Come on now, Roy Jones Jr. Like, you're going against one of the greatest of all time, dude. At this point, silence sometimes is the best response. And personally, I like silence with the show. So shout out to Floyd Mayweather for doing both at the same time. Beautiful execution. C'est magnifique, okay?
It was great, man. The response, man. When I saw it, I was like, why is it sort of trending? Why is Mayweather just sitting there? And then I had to look at the backstory. I'm like, oh, that's a hell of a response right there. You don't have to say anything when you're throwing haymakers like that. I'm like, okay, that's how you respond right there. Go ahead, Andrew.
Yeah, that's the most beautiful part about this whole thing. Like, outside of context, it's just like, oh, why are you looking at this dude getting knocked out? And it's one of those things where you look back and like, oh.
And there's two different clips. There's this one that he's, and there's another one if he's got more knockouts.
It keeps going.
Roy Jones Jr.
It keeps going.
JG, he's got like 2 different videos.
Don't stop. They don't stop.
Hey, it's like the newspaper industry, man. Folks, they don't run out of ink. Floyd Mayweather's got time. He never lost a match. He's going to find a way to get back at you, man. He's not going to let this die.
And homie's just sitting at home and going to Aces games. That's the only thing he's doing. So he has plenty of time to respond to you, okay? Period.
Oh, man. All right. So we got a ball game, guys. We got to get out here. We got about 2 minutes. Huskers, a 5-time ISG champ, hasn't played in about 3 or 4 months. He's back on top, folks. He gets the win by a touchdown here. Holds off Chandler, folks. That fourth quarter brought to you by our good friends at 902 Brewing Company. Check them out online, 902brewing.com, located 101 Pacific Avenue in Jersey City. It's a craft brewery, folks. In Jersey City, producing ales and lagers. Got the big bright tanks and the fermenters as well. Handcrafted beers and the best atmospheres curated, folks, with good times made right there in Jersey City. They got the spacious tap room, and they host a variety of events. They also have the rooftop, which we showed you last week. Check them out online, 902 Brewing Company, and online, 902brewing.com. We're back here on ISG football, right here, Uno Pizzeria and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey. Shout out to Huskers winning the game here. We have this bad matchup as we were talking traditional sports and gaming, the only show that does that here on Nesson Nation, in the Black Network, and also Unbeaten Sports Channel. Huskers, how did you pull it off, man? You're down 7-0. Scored 21, I believe, of the next 28 points, and then it gets tied in the fourth. You take the lead, and then you get that stance and that stop there late in the fourth quarter, man. How were you able to pull it out?
I really couldn't even get a stop, honestly. I just ended up kind of managing the clock and kind of forcing them to fight an uphill battle on that last drive. And we were able to, just hold them off at the end there.
How does it feel, man, being back, man? You've been gone for a minute, man. It seems like you still got the stick skills, if you will.
Yeah, I'm back. I'm ready to compete. Ready to, run that king of the hill and hopefully stay at the top.
All right. Next week, since you're the new king of the hill, you've won one in a row. You get second choice now. That's how it works. So hopefully, you can. Are you labbing and working with some other teams? Because these teams are sort of whatever topics and stories we're talking about. You ready for that?
Truthfully, I haven't been playing a ton, so I'm just gonna come out here and ball out and, hopefully come out on top.
All right, man. We'll see you next week, man. Shout out to you and the good folks there in Omaha. If you want to be like Huskers and also Chandler's doing a fabulous job as well, you can join us now. Join the ISG Football League here. 13 and up is the age. They're all aligned in cash and other prizes. Weekly King of the Hill format. Join us now, theisgshow.com/Madden. Once again, join us online now to win cash and prizes. theisgshow.com/Madden. Also, this postgame show brought to you by our good friends right here, Uno Pizzeria and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey, off of Route 3. They're the guys that invented deep dish pizza back in 1943. Of course, drawing their identity and inspiration from their origins there in the Chicago. Over 100 locations in some 20 states. Also they serve pasta, steaks, seafood, burgers, and more. If you got into the drinks, got craft beers, great cocktails. And also, if you want a different option and healthy option, they got vegetarian dishes as well. Check them out online, unos.com. All right, folks, been a fabulous show here, man. Great to be here on Nesson and Nesson Nation. Also, our partners at in the Black Network and Unbeaten Sports Channel for Huskers. Our new King of the Hill. We'll see him next week. Andrea Richmond, peace up, A down. She's in the A-Town, a sports reporter and an ATL, and of course, Jarrett Guarantano from University of Tennessee, starting quarterback for the Volunteers, Broncos, Cardinals, and the Brahmas in the UFL. Green 80, kill. 52's the mic. I'm Larry Ridley, CBS Sports, ISG Football, and ISG Basketball. We'll see you later in the week for ISG Basketball right here on Nesson Nation, Unbeaten Sports Channel, and in the Black. Have a great rest of the week, folks. We'll see you. Be good.